Welcome to the deep dive. Our mission today is pretty laser focused. We're taking the source material on the Datavideo PTC-325W 4K tracking PTZ camera and really trying to distill what lets this thing run completely hands-free.
And not just hands-free, but at a true broadcast quality. That automation is really the key. I mean, our sources put this camera at $2,999, that's a price that makes high-end tracking accessible.
Right.
It's pushing out 4K at 50, even 60 frames per second over HDMI. And, crucially, it's using YUV 4.2.2 color sampling.
Okay, let's pause on that. YUV 4.2.2. Why should someone just trying to stream, say, a lecture care about that?
It's all about what you can do later. It's about robustness. Your standard camera probably uses 4.2.0. This 4.2.2 captures double the color information.
So if you need to color correct or use a green screen?
Exactly. The image just doesn't fall apart. That data gives you so much more flexibility, and that all starts with its 12.8-inch CMOS sensor.
All right, let's get into the brains then. I've seen so many auto-tracking cameras fail the second someone walks in front of the main speaker. How does this one claim to fix that?
That's where the sources get specific. It's not just auto-tracking, it's custom auto-object tracking. Meaning you tell it, track this person. The camera's logic then actively ignores, a desk, other people walking by, big props on a stage. It locks on.
But locking on is one thing. A jerky camera move is almost worse than no move at all. It's so distracting.
Oh, absolutely. And this is fascinating. They achieve that smoothness with something called Smart PTZ speed adaptation. It uses an integrated PID algorithm. You can think of it like cruise control for the camera.
Oh, okay.
It's constantly measuring how fast the person is moving and adjusting the pan, tilt, and zoom motor so you never get those sudden robotic stops or overshoots. It's just fluid.
And even with all that smarts, the operator still has control.
Mm-hmm.
I see the ROC 180 controller lets you just tap a button for full body, half body, or a close-up.
Yes. And that connects the tech to the art of it. Those presets make you think about composition. The sources even mention talent positioning, center, left side, or right side.
The classic rule of thirds idea.
Right. A centered shot is stable, sure, but placing your subject on the left or right third, it leaves that negative space. It guides the viewer's eye. It can even suggest what's coming next.
So we've got a great intelligently framed image, but the real bottleneck is always the workflow. How do we get this signal out of the camera?
Flexibility is the name of the game here. It has simultaneous outputs. You get 4K HDMI 2.0, 3G-SDI, and IP all at once.
And NDI support is huge for network video.
It's vital. It means you can run this high-quality video over your existing network without having to run a ton of new expensive cables.
I do see the 3G-SDI is capped at 1080p 60, though. If you're running a pure 4K broadcast switcher, doesn't that present a problem?
It does. That's a key thing to know when planning an install. Your SDI workflow would be limited to HD. For 4K, you'd have to rely on the HDMI or the IP stream.
But speaking of installation, PoE. Power over Ethernet.
A single Cat-T6 cable. That's your power, that's your data, that's your control. Running one cable instead of calling an electrician, that is a game changer.
And it looks like it can stream directly to the web, too.
Correct. It supports dual streaming, so using RTSP and RTMPS, you can push a stream to, say, YouTube and DV Cloud at the same time.
For redundancy.
For a backup. And with ONAVIF Profile S compliance, it's basically guaranteed to talk to any other network video gear you already have.
You can even see a little tally light green for preview, red for live. It's really built for a proper broadcast environment.
So to sum it up, the core value here is how it synthesizes everything. It's got great optical performance, a 30x optical zoom, low noise and low light, and it combines that with these really complex, really reliable tracking algorithms and super flexible network integration.
Which brings us to a final thought. If technology can automate the technical part of following a subject and even guide our composition, what does that mean for the videographer? When you're setting up your shot, do you just default to that safe, balanced, centered composition, or do you start using that negative space on purpose to tell a deeper story? Something to think about.